Hi, welcome to Sugar Free. This is the daily reading for Wednesday, 24th of April 2019. A bit late with this today. I've had a busy morning. Three card major arcana reading, possibly with some clarifiers, and then one from the swords, one from the wands, one from the pentacles, and one from the cups. Just to give little bits of contexts from those four entities, those four approaches. Right, the sunshine has given us a swerve today here in the south of England. It's quite wet outside, but it's good. And my potatoes are coming up. I've tried for the first time this year no dig with the potatoes, where you just put this whacking great layer of compost down and then lay the seed potatoes on top of the compost and then cover them up with more compost. And I did that, so there's no digging. I did that and I waited and I waited and I waited and I thought, oh God, they failed. But suddenly, over the last 4 days, bing, 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 they're all coming up. Woo-hoo. So whatever happens, it looks like we will have some potatoes later on this year. You might be really grateful for them. Anyway, I shall stop rambling. One more shuffle. Lovely job. And one more cut. Okay. Let's see what we get. The Tower in reverse. Okay, well, perhaps the crisis is over for now. Certainly after yesterday's reading, hey? The Magician in the reverse. And the Emperor. Okay, we have the return to order. But it's being accompanied by a sense of frustration in the matter of what it's possible to manifest, what it's possible to kind of drag from the potential into the actual today. But that's a distraction. That's the Magician in reverse here in the middle of the reading. Yesterday's reading was appalling. It was so it was just like, oh my God, this is it, everything's over. And here clearly it is. Things are moving quickly and transforming quickly. We've got the Tower in the reverse here, and I really am seeing this as something that has happened and is over. The Emperor in the upright, in the position of things as they really are. A return to order. How lovely. I think what's going on here is a sense of perhaps feeling a bit shell-shocked by recent events, and a feeling that perhaps one hasn't handled things well, and that the way that we handled or mishandled things was a kind of contributory factor to this. But when it's the Tower, it's out of our hands. It's nothing to do with having made sort of silly mistakes or having tried to sort of overreach ourselves, or the worst that can be said in terms of sort of being a contributory factor to the crisis represented by the Tower is that one didn't see it coming and didn't prepare for it. But you can never prepare. Oops, where's it gone? For that lightning. You just can't. You can't prepare for it. You can be out playing a lovely round of golf and suddenly, you get gone. There's nothing to be done. And that's why this Magician in the reverse, I can't do it. Or if I do it, I won't do it well, or something, is here as the veil. All right, what's really going on is that this crisis is past and we have a return to order. I'm seeing the Emperor looking in a very impassive and sort of calm, surveying sort of way on this, certainly on this tower, and he's looking straight over the Magician in the reverse here. He's just it's like the king in the film Amadeus. I can't remember which king it is, the Austrian King George or something or another, and his catchphrase was always, well, there it is. Well, there it is. And that's what I'm hearing the Emperor saying today. It's just like, well, shit happens, and it wasn't your fault. I'm on the throne. All is well. I'm just wondering whether to get some clarification on anything. I'm going to take my life in my hands and get a bit of clarification on the Emperor here. Because, I mean, the Emperor is externally imposed, not externally imposed, but kind of the ruler, the big daddy. And I'm wondering if there was some sort of element of him rather hastily returning to his throne here after this bloody mess. Perhaps he was away and sort of having, it's like, it's okay, don't worry, daddy's back, everything's fine. I'm going to get another one here. Okay, we've got Justice in the reverse. I said I was taking my life in my hands because that gives another, which a clarifier is supposed to do, is give another. Yeah, he took his eye off the ball. He took his eye off the ball, and some stuff got done that, had he had his eye on the ball, wouldn't have got done. Wouldn't have been got away with. Something has been got away with here. And with the appearance of Justice in the reverse here, I'm seeing the Magician in the reverse here in a somewhat different light. There is a rather hasty scrabbling of the return to order. And there might be some stuff that's gone on in this crisis of the tower. That, you know, perhaps there are some entities or elements or individuals even maybe who took advantage of the uncertainty, the swift and unexpected uncertainty that manifested here, in order to slip some stuff under the radar. So it might take a while for some of that to become apparent and perhaps be rooted out. One hopes. Right, let's get one from the Swords. Okay, Queen of Swords. Sorry. Look, she's there looking at the Emperor, going, my love, you were looking the other way, weren't you? You were off hunting in your royal forests, and this shit went down. There's an admonishment here from her towards the Emperor. They're going to have a little chat later. And we have the female element here. Sort of, yeah, having a word with her male counterpart in the aftermath of this. And I think he might want to recompose himself in private after his private conversation with her, which she is clearly beckoning him forth to have. It's like, we need to have a little chat, love. And he will never go public about what's been said in this conversation. And that's a weakness on his part, but hey ho, you know, there we go, we've all got them. So not only is he back on the table, which is great, she's turned up with him, which is fantastic. But yeah, I think there might be some words in private. But it's good that she's here, so order is restored on both sides, in the Shiva and the Shakti. Ace of Wands, how wonderful, how wonderful. Okay, well, we can start something new now. And I think perhaps even it's rather rude, isn't it? So we've got the mace in the hands of the Emperor, we've got the sword in the hands of the Queen of Sword, and now we have the cosmic hand coming out of the ether with the great big club, the great big stick of manifestation. So yeah, the only implement that's up, well, the Magician's Cup is upside down and the Sword of Justice is upside down, but we're kind of beating the upside down energy so far in this reading, which is wonderful. So out of this chaos, with the return of order here, a new phase can begin. But like I said, there might be some shenanigans that went on during this crisis that will have to be rooted out all in good time. Wonderful. Okay, Pentacles. Knight of Pentacles. As I said, all in good time. The Knight of Pentacles does not gallop. He walks at a very, very steady pace. And, you know, there's a time for walking at a steady pace. And certainly if you're walking around the debris of the fallen tower, you want to walk in a steady way, or else you're going to trip and twist your ankle. My partner, just to be on a personal note, my partner is quite a Knight of Pentacles-y type of person in many, many respects. And when we first moved to this place where we live now, he used to go out twice a day, once in the morning and once in the evening, and just walk around the outside space here, around and around and around, slowly, like the Knight of Pentacles, step by step by step. It's like, oh God, what are you doing? You're just like tramping around over and over and over again. But by doing that, there was so much data that he gathered on those solitary, steady pacings around the place, to the point where he was actually able to locate a water source up behind the house, in this kind of marshy bit up behind the house, behind the outbuilding. We now have a well with our own water supply from there. So, you know, there's huge value to going slow and steady, like the Knight of Pentacles. And as I said about the rooting out of what's gone on here during this crisis, with the Magician in the reverse, which is sleight of hand, justice in the reverse, wrong things happening. You know, order has been restored and we're into a new phase, but all in good time. The little malign advantage taking that's gone on through this will be rooted out. And I mean, people who are kind of performing sleight of hand and you know, flying shit under the radar and all that, they hate people like this. They fear them more than anything, because there's an inexorable quality to this. This horse never gets tired. It will keep going. And when it turns up, when it's on top of you, you're done, man. Nowhere to run, nowhere to hide. Every time you look behind you, there he is. Oh, God, he's still there. It's like that thing out of, is it The Good, the Bad and the Ugly, or The Magnificent Seven? I can't remember, where they're being pursued, and no matter how fast they go, every time they look back, the people pursuing them are still on the hill behind them. No escape from the Knight of Pentacles. Okay, we've got the Five of Cups. Now, man, that's the saddest card on the table today. Right, this really has not been a walk in the park. This tower, it really hasn't been a walk in the park. But what I'm seeing here, sorry to get just like really crassly, cheesy, poetical, is a walk across the bridge, across the water, the flowing water representing emotion, evolution, the flow of life, the flow of spirit, the flow of chi, the flow of prana. And this is linking in for me very, very strongly with the Ace of Wands here. Absolutely fresh start. And look, for the first time I've noticed, I'm so unobservant, there's a waterway at the bottom here as well. It's a fresh start, but we're a bit battered. Order has been restored. Whatever naughtiness has managed to slip through the net in the chaos will be rooted out. But yeah, I would say a day for a little bit of wound licking today. But don't worry, we're into a new phase. Okay, I'm going to leave it there. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, please share, please subscribe. Please leave a comment if that would please you. And I'll see you again for another reading soon. Cheers, bye-bye. Have a lovely day. Bye.